do you have any advice for anyone looking into getting into the fetish scene?
I try to be careful with that too, because like a lot of people think that they can do it and they're like, "Oh, that's fucking easy. Yeah, sure. I'll go wave my feet around and tell someone that they're a loser with a small dick. That's fucking easy." And then they like go and try to do it, and it's just I almost feel, I mean, anybody can do it and practice and become it, I think, or come to enjoy that type of thing, but um I think it's one of those things that like you kind of are or you aren't in a way. Like you
Yeah.
either have a kinky, and I think that anybody can bring it out in you. Like
Hmm.
I've taken people like in my personal life before I was even camming. Like I had a lover one time. He's like, no, I'll never be submissive. Like I'll never be into the idea of pain or getting spanked. And a few weeks later, like I say on my site, I am cruel, but I'm not unethical.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
know, like and that's kind of a hard line to cross, especially like when you get some of the blackmail guys.
Yeah.
Like blackmail guys will come in, they'll be like, yeah, take pictures of me and here's my boss's email. And whether it really is or not, like, and even though they're telling you, like, I still want to be like, no, no, no. Like,
Don't do
especially
that.
like if it involves like emailing anybody, I'm like, yeah. And usually they're like, no, I don't really want you to. Like, oh my God, you didn't really call.
Yeah.
And I've had guys be like, so you didn't really post that, did you? Like to your Twitter. And I'm like, no, dude. Like, and this is something to tell all of you newer people that could be coming into camming and considering trying the fetish section. Like, you really do have to be careful with people's privacy. Make sure that you get constant confirmation if somebody wants, or consistent confirmations, I should say. And that can also be where like a safe word comes in or something too. I just assume that most people are just like caught up in the fantasy and they really don't want it. They
Oh
just
yeah.
want the fantasy of.
The
But I've been nervous with like some people, like some guys want to be like, oh yeah, like I'm in my hotel, like wearing panties with a fucking dick in my mouth and up my ass. Like, should I open up the door? And I'm like, uh... I really want you to. That would be hilarious. But I'll always, because as a dominant, like you are in charge of these people, even though you're not there with them in the flesh to like truly be able to see what their needs are and protect them, from being caught up in whatever it is that you're doing to them. But I still almost feel like you're like, yeah, you're in charge of these people, and some of them can be very exhilarated and caught up in it and not necessarily make the best decisions as a result of it. Always double check when somebody really wants to do something that seems that fucking out there.
yeah.
Always double check and make sure. A lot of the reason I think why people get into some of these very distinct kinks and fetishes is because it's taboo to them. Like you'll see a lot of guys who really objectify and worship cock,
Yep.
and you think, oh, that guy must be gay. Like he wants to suck cock or he wants to be a cuckold. He must be gay. But if you think about it, if he was gay, he'd be going to see a cam boy, not a cam girl. Like
Yeah.
it's not about wanting men. It's about wanting to do something that is outside of what you normally do, and they're seeking. And the only natural way to channel that is through something, as we were discussing earlier, just certain things that all humans will always have to deal with, sexuality being one of them. Um, it's one channel. It's a channel that we have as humans. Something that's not going to go away, that will always be there. And I think that that's just the way that they found to vent it. Some guys, like, there's nothing more taboo in the world than your wife getting fucked by a better man than you. So they play it out in fantasy, or they want to hear about that, or, oh my God, like there's nothing that would bring me more outside of my comfort zone than getting fucked in the ass. Like I'm a man, I'm supposed to be on top fucking girls,
Yeah.
but so they need the opposite end of that. But fortunately, a lot of them, as mentioned before, they don't even look that deep into it. They're just kinky motherfuckers who like to do what feels good and, and are just like me, most likely, and fairly fluid and shift through various scenes and, different types of sensations and such.
I feel like one thing that a lot of people, a lot of guys, forget to keep in mind is like, they are people. Just like you and
Yeah.
me. And it's like, if you treat them like a people, then everything will be okay.
Dude, I had a guy come in and see me last night, and even though like it says all over my profile, MILF, blah blah blah, like yeah, I have fucking kids. Like, and he's like, oh, I kind of wish that I didn't know that you had kids. He said that kind of, I don't know. So good luck with you and your family. I'm like, why? Do you think that like moms don't have a sex drive? Like, I'm like, why? What are you thinking? Like, do you think that like I'm a bad person? Do you think that like my kids don't have the same love and care that a single mother household who works fucking 3 jobs and doesn't get to assist in her children growing up has? Like, no. And I just kind of explained to him like what I was saying to you earlier, that yeah, I have a lot more time to spend with my kids because I'm a sex worker. One of the reasons why I am a cam girl is so that I can spend more time with my family and educate them, my children, and, make sure that I'm here when they need me. No, fuck that. I'm not doing the street corner tonight. That's what I call streaming at the street corner. Because it is. You're out there fucking hustling. Hey, baby. Fucking. Well, not me. I'm not really a hey, baby kind of person. I'm more of a
Hey.
what's up, bitches? I have like a legion of guys who come in that don't even necessarily spend money on me all the time. They'll, but they'll like, I'm like a treat for them to like spend money on, but when they can, but they still just come in like just to watch me tell people off, like guys that come into my room like thinking that I'm like a vanilla chick. And I'm always polite. I'm always very, very nice to, because what fucking happens? I can't expect everybody to read my profile, but if they just keep being like persistent jackasses about it, like I just fucking lay into them, and people like live for that shit. I have like a core following.
Oh, it's great to watch ignorant people get chewed out.
Oh yeah. But once again, though, like in the same respect, it's like, well, some people are probably asking for that because that's their fetish. They want to see you just like. So you can't give them too much either for the freeloaders, because you never really know if that's going to be what fucking makes them spooge all over themselves, So we don't want that. We don't want any free spooging.